Hey everyone, it's Scott here from the fragrance channel Scott Aromatico. Welcome. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing okay? Awesome. Well guys, today you're in for a real treat. I am doing a brand new release from Paco Rabbane. That's right, I know you guys have heard the buzz, I know you guys have seen the pictures, I know you guys have seen the bottles. The ever so tacky, nostalgic robot from Paco Rabbane called Phantom. You guys want to find out more about this fragrance? You're just a little curious? Then stay tuned. Like I said, my name is Scott. I am from the fragrance channel Scott Aromatico, and I'm so glad each and every one of you decided to join me. Whether you've been around for a while or you're just stopping by and brand new, thank you so much. It means the world. I don't take it for granted. I really appreciate it. Now, guys, I'm not the star of the show. The star of the show are the fragrances. You guys are here for the review, so let's not beat around the bush with all kinds of long-winded speeches about, joining or subscribing or all that. So what we're gonna do, guys, is just talk about the brand new fragrance from Paco Rabbane called Phantom. But before we do that, guys, I just wanted to say, if you're new and you don't know much about Paco Rabbane, you probably know more than you think. They've been around for a little while, but they've brought us such great fragrances in their lineup as this guy right here. I know you guys have seen that around, and there's so many other flankers. There's so many other sequels, if you will, to this fragrance because of how successful, highly addictive, how sweet. Just this fragrance was a killer for them, and it just did so well. So, or if you haven't seen that one, you guys probably know about this one from Paco Rabbane, Invictus Aqua, or you've got Invictus right here as well. So guys, basically to me, Paco Rabbane is a house that's kind of leaning more towards the youthful aspect, more towards a younger generation. They tend to make a lot of sugary, sweet fragrances right off the top. Now, I know a lot of you, that's not your cup of tea, that's not your vibe, but I just happen to love them. Especially, I'm almost 50, guys, and I really, really love the sweet clubbing fragrances, if you will. And I love the direction which Paco Rabbane went with those particular fragrances I've showed you. And they make more than just that. They actually make some excellent, excellent fragrances. There's some of my favorites. But today we're going to be talking about this beauty right here. It's called Phantom. And I happen to get the really large box. This is the 150 ml or the 5.1 fluid ounce. And there's something special about this one. And I'll talk about that here. But this is the presentation. This is the box. Pretty cool. Of course, you've got the logo and everything. And you've got all your batch codes and all your information and all that good stuff. And then right there is that little QR code that you can scan, and it gives you opens up the door to a whole bunch of other information and neat things like that. So, all right, that's the box. Let's go ahead and pull it out of the box. And inside, when you open the box, you're gonna be hit with a set of instructions, and I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that in just a minute. But you pull out the bottle, and this is what you got. This guy right here. And I know this must look familiar to a lot of you because a lot of you have already messaged me on Instagram. And guys, let's face it. I know they do market towards a youthful crowd, but you know they did their marketing research with this, and a lot of people love nostalgia, and this looks kind of like a toy a lot of you have owned, way back when you were kids. And let's face it, a lot of us older guys, we love nostalgia, so we're gonna buy bottles like this. It's probably a good reason why a lot of people bought Toy Boy, because of that teddy bear. It just brings back nostalgia, and I think this is no different. Say what you will, I know a lot of people like more classic niche style fragrances that are more stylistic, aesthetically pleasing, and this one can kind of be, a little, what's the word we're looking for? Corny, cheesy, but you know what? This is right up my alley, and I love it. So that's the presentation, guys. Pretty cool. That's the top. You got your bottom right there with some information on there. But all in all, guys, I really, really love this fragrance. Now, I'm gonna go a little more in depth and tell you a little bit about more what this fragrance does, some of which is really, really, really cool, guys. Okay, so one of the things that Paco Rabbane and a lot of companies, fragrance companies, are doing is they're really caring about, the country, the world, the globe. We're all, global citizens. We're all trying to take care of the world. And, a lot of people are interested in climate change. A lot of people are interested in just basically taking care of the planet. And Paco Rabbane is no different. So what they've done is I think they've come up with a really unique way. And I'm not saying they're the only company that's done this, but they've come up with a really unique way of keeping us, you know, the fragrance enthusiast and us, the consumer, from littering. And what they've done is they've made these bottles so you only have to buy them one time, because the bottle is so cool, let's face it. You only have to buy it one time, and now it's refillable. And I think that is really, really cool. So how you do that is you just unscrew the cap like this. Yep, just take it off, and now you're left with that. And now what you do is you buy the bottle refills from your retailer. Now I'm gonna put a picture on the screen right now so you guys can see what it looks like. And that's what the bottle refill looks like, okay? Now you take that and you turn it upside down, and then you refill your bottle, and you don't have to keep buying these over and over, and you're not helping to litter and create landfill and garbage and things like that. So I think that's a pretty cool idea. And now I'll go ahead and screw the head back on, and then you'll know when it's screwed on because it clicks right into place. So I thought that was a pretty cool feature. Okay, also what it has here is it has these directions like I was talking about earlier, and I won't hold them up on the screen too long. But what it is this robot is interactive. So what you can do is you can take your phone, and then what you do is you hold your phone up to this like that. It'll read it, and then when it does, this pops up. That's pretty cool, right? And you can touch it, and it interacts with you and does all kinds of things. And I think that's really, really cool. They call it a wingman. And so what you can do is there's a spot right here where it can play music for you right there. You can scroll up here. If you do selfies, it'll appear with you there. And then just if you sign up, it could tell you about new releases and new things coming. So it does all kinds of different things. I think that's a cool little wingman. So before I go ahead and tell you the notes in this guy, let me read what Paco Rabbane has on their website just to kind of give you an idea in the direction they're going. Phantom is the new fragrance for men by Paco Rabbane, the essence of self-confidence, fueled by feel and good energies. A futuristic, aromatic fragrance born from the clash between luxury craftsmanship and new tech. A bold scent with notes of addictive, creamy lavender, energizing, fusing lemon, a sexy woody vanilla, which is radically different, totally disruptive. Discover our first connected bottle ever, which I just showed you. So I think that's really, really a cool touch with the interactive robot. But here, guys, let me put this up on the screen, and I will read to you what's in this guy right now. So in the top, we've got lavender and lemon zest. We've got Amalfi lemon, okay? In the mid, we've got more lavender, apple, some smoky notes and some earthy notes, and then we've got some patchouli. Then in the base, you guessed it, more lavender, vanilla, and vetiver. Okay, guys? So let's go ahead and give this guy a spray. And as you can tell, the atomizer is built right in there, all right? And we're going to spray it on my wrist. Nice atomizer. Okay, guys, so just like in the vein of this right here, or in the vein of this guy right here, right away you are going to get sugary sweet. Very youthful, no different than any other fragrances. The first thing that this reminds me of is either Invictus, or it also reminds me of Ultramal. It's got that same vibe going on. You definitely get a blast of vanilla. The vanilla is sugary sweet, it's really strong, but I love it. I love the way this smells. You're also getting that lemon right off the top with the lemon zest. So it's nice and a creamy, lemony, but you're also getting a fruitiness that comes from the apple. Man, this is absolutely gorgeous. It reminds me, if you want to go there, but I mean, it's ever so faint. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Leighton, if we want to compare it to a niche. But to me, this is just a designer category fragrance, a lot like Ultramal. A lot like, you know, a lot of your other clubbing fragrances. And to me, this is in that same vein as a clubbing fragrance. You know, they list vetiver as an ingredient in here. I don't really get that. What I get is a nice vanilla, powdery, citrusy, you know, sweet vanilla fragrance. I did wear this today after church, and up until the point of making this video, it lasted somewhere around between 4 and 6 hours. I've worn it a couple of times as I bought this yesterday. So somewhere in that 4 to 6 hour mark, you're not going to get beast mode performance. I mean, it projects, you know, somewhere a little bit more than an arm's length, no more than that. But it's definitely got a nice scent trail. It's definitely a nice fragrance. You're going to get noticed with it, you know, right away. I'd say for about 2 to 3 hours, you're definitely going to get noticed. And then it kind of just, you know, turns into a skin scent. For me, you know, based on how the bottle looks, you know, to me it's redundant. You've smelled this before, but if you're a collector, then I can see you owning this bottle because this fragrance is just so cool looking and it does so many cool things and it does help the environment, like I said earlier on. Again, it's not groundbreaking, but that doesn't mean I hate it. I'm not going to hate on this. I think it's really cool. This bottle is so heavy, by the way. But it's just well made. I love it for nostalgic reasons. Again, a lot of you already own fragrances that smell just like this. If you've got Ultramal or some other sweet fragrances like Eros, this reminds me a lot of Eros because of the vanilla and the apple note, you know, minus the mint. But this is definitely in that same vein. When you would wear this, you know, at night, going clubbing, definitely the perfect wintertime fragrance. It's fresh enough that I think you could wear it in the summertime. I really think that, because I do think a lot of people get away with wearing Eros in the summertime. I've seen a lot of videos where people prove that. So I feel like you could get away with this in the summer. You can wear a fragrance whenever you darn well please, guys. The fragrance doesn't know when it's supposed to be worn. We as the fragrance reviewers can just suggest to you when they might work the best, but you can wear them all year round, especially if you're in a work situation or you're in a situation, you know, where you work in the mall and there's air conditioning, wherever the case may be. You know, these fragrances will work just fine when you're indoors. If you're walking around in the Florida Keys with this, it might be a little cloying, might be a little sugary sweet. Who knows? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Fragrances don't act the same on everybody's skin. It's not a one size fits all, but to me, I feel like this would work best in the fall, winter, early spring. Maybe not into the hot late summers, but who knows? Maybe it will. I'd love to hear from you guys if you've already worn this in the high heat. But so that's my suggestion. To me, you're going to wear this clubbing. You're going to wear this in a casual situation. Maybe not so much like a wedding or, you know, a big power broker business meeting type of thing. It's just kind of a casual scent. But anyways, guys, I like it. I'm glad I own it just because of the bottle and the nostalgia sake of it. And it's just a really, really fun, flirty fragrance. And anyways, guys, that's my thoughts on this one. I'd love to hear from you down below. What do you guys think of this bottle? What do you think what they've did with making it refillable and how it interacts with your phone, which I think is a cool little touch. Pretty neat, right? And it just interacts and you can have all kinds of fun with it. So really appreciate you sticking around with me this long. Guys, we're almost to 1,000. So I wanted to ask you real quick, if you stuck around this long, what are some fragrances you think I should do on my giveaway? And I'm gonna make it international. I'm gonna pay the penny to ship it anywhere because I wanna celebrate going 1,000 and I wanna mainly celebrate you guys. So list down below nothing too crazy like Clive Christian or something like that, but list something somewhat reasonable. It could be niche, it could be designer, of a fragrance you might wanna see on a giveaway. And I'll try to see which one fills up my inbox the most, and maybe we can go in that direction. So I was thinking maybe BDK, like something in that area, but you know, guys, let me know what you're thinking for a giveaway, and we can shoot for that. So love to see those comments down below, what you guys are thinking. We're almost there, guys. I only got like 100 more to go, and we'll hit 1,000. So it's thanks to you. But guys, thank you so much. I love talking about fragrances, and I have so much fun doing it. And without you, I wouldn't be able to do it. So thanks a lot, guys. Now, remember to always be yourself, as long as yourself smells good. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, love. See you guys. Ciao.